All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, June 17th, getting ready to take down some killer old vintage Aussies tonight here at the store. All right, well, we haven't had a Chardonnay offering in a little bit, I don't think. And hey, it is summertime. We're doing a lot of these summer white tastings. So, bing, the light just went on behind my head. We need to get some Chardonnay out to these thirsty folks in sunny South Florida. And one of the best Chardonnays coming from California, from Napa Valley, Vine Cliff Winery. You know, and I think the Sweeney family, you can say this about every wine made on this property now. You know, they had a little rocky start, and it started in 1990, and although this property dates back, 100 years before that, Sweeney family just recently resurrected it, and it's a beautiful 100-acre estate in Oakville. About 22 acres are planted to vines. And Oakville being the sweet spot, I think, in Napa Valley. Hey, some of Rob's neighbors, some of the Sweeney's family's neighbors are Screaming Eagle, Dalaval. I think, they've done several blind tastings with their wines versus some of their neighbors' wines. And, on any given Sunday, any of these wines could come out number one. One of the last one that Rob told me about that he did, actually his wine came in first and second. The 16 Rose Private Stock came in first, and the Oakville came in second, which I always tell Rob, your private stock ain't that much better than your Oakville. For half the price of the private stock, which is $150, man, the Oakville at 70 or 80, it's almost just as good. And hey, there's a difference in the wine. One of the main differences is production. They just make a few hundred cases of the private stock. We're the only people in South Florida that have it, pretty much. And if you want to buy that wine, you got to buy it from the winery in the Pickett Road Vineyard. Well, that just sold to Jason Woodbridge for like $10 million, some crazy amount. You'll see some 100-acre wine come out for $300 a bottle from that wine. The 07 that we have is really killer juice, man. Both of those reds. But hey, we're talking about Chardonnay. I'm sorry. It's Napa Valley. I get sidetracked, because Cabernet is king, but Chardonnay, and like I said, everything the Sweeneys make, is top level. And this Chardonnay I'll put up against wines 2 or 3 times the price. Absolutely outstanding. It comes from their Los Carneros ranch, and 2008, maybe not quite as good of a vintage as 2007, but still a very good vintage for Chardonnay. And the cooler summer helped the Vine Cliff get this lovely natural acidity in this wine, and the warmer September temperatures allowed them to get this lovely ripe fruit, which they have. And this wine has got an array of sweet tropical fruit there: lychee, pineapple, a hint of crème caramel, lightly toasted oak spice, vanilla, ginger, nutmeg, really layered and rich on the tongue with that lemon drop candy and white peach fruit, and that lovely spice shown from that toasty oak all the way through the finish. Really excellent bottle of Chardonnay. And hey, regularly this wine sells for around $39 or $40. We got it on sale for $29, folks. Well, the 100 bottles that we have, I don't know if we can get this price again, but everything from this winery, let me reiterate, the top level of quality. And we do have a bunch of older wine on this offering. Where did we find all this Vine Cliff? Oh my God, we got Vine Cliff going back to 1992, the second vintage in magnums. And hey, Paul Hobbs was one of the consulting winemakers at this winery. These guys have spared no expense through the years to make the best wine possible. So check out some of these older releases on our offer from Vine Cliff. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.